Your mom, your friends, your physics teacher. Each day you talk to or write to many different people or groups. When you do, you probably adjust what you say and how you say it based on who's listening.
Hi, Mom. Yeah, I was just wondering, I'm coming home for the weekend, so I was wondering if you could make curry. Yo, bro, let's shoot some hoop. Dear Professor Chavez, would you have time to meet with me on Thursday at 11 to discuss the upcoming physics final? I have some questions about...
In other words, you adjust your language based on your audience. You're already skilled at this type of rhetorical practice. Consider the fact that you've made it this far in college. But for this class, we're looking at how you can more intentionally think about who you're communicating with and how this will help you make more effective rhetorical choices. There are many questions we can ask when we try to figure out what our audience might need from us when we communicate. While the specific questions we ask depend on the specific situation, there are some general categories of questions that will help us better communicate with our audience. There are questions about audience demographics.
Is my audience homogeneous or heterogeneous? How are the audience members different from one another? How are the audience members alike? What do the audience members have in common despite their differences?
There are questions about audience attitudes.
What expectations do they have? What concerns or problems do they have? What might I expect about my audience's attitudes towards me or my organization and my topic? What will motivate them?
And there are questions about what the audience knows.
How much does my audience already know about my topic? What can I say that they don't already know? What if my talk is too complex and I'm just talking over their heads? What if it's too simple and I'm just insulting them?
Answering even a few of these questions will tell us a lot about how we can make more effective choices in what we say and how we say it. For example, if you're writing a white paper about cybersecurity for other computer science experts, you might consider these demographics.
There's a broad range of ages and political affiliations, so I'll need to write my white paper in a professional tone and descriptive style.
And these attitudes?
My readers are motivated to improve their professional skills, so I'll need to include references to articles on cybersecurity.
And this knowledge?
My readers have strong technical expertise in the subject, so I can use field-specific vocabulary, complex sentences, and technical diagrams.
So, knowing your audience helps you communicate more effectively. But what about what your audience knows about you? Communicating effectively is a relational skill. It's not just about paying attention to your readers, it's also about understanding the relationship that exists between them and you. Consider this. When you talk to your close friend, you can draw on your shared history and on the existing relationship you have with her. You don't have to directly explain references to past shared experiences or explain your social views on certain issues, because she already knows those things about you. In a conversation, she can probably predict some of the things you'll say based on your relationship and what she knows about you. But when you work on a group project for a class or when you have a job, the relational dynamics are much different. Each person working in your group project might have an assigned role that creates certain expectations that affect your communication. If, for example, you're the technical expert for the project, your group members will look to you for the technical knowledge needed to complete the project. Or maybe you're the marketing person for your organization. Then you'll be expected to understand how to best use various media channels to advertise the organization's products or services. In other words, what your audience knows about you or your organization will lead them to expect certain things from you when you communicate. Every time you communicate, you are somehow affecting the relationship, negatively or positively, that exists between your audience and you. Think of a group project that you've worked on, either for a class, a social or political group, or as part of a hobby. Describe the relationship that existed between the members of the group. How did those relationships, social or professional, shape the ways that you communicated with the other members of the group? How did you adjust what you said based on the specific relationship you had with the different members of the group? And what did they expect from you based on your role in the group? Considering the needs and characteristics of your audience and understanding the relationship that exists between you and them are essential elements of effective communication, whether you're at school, on the court, or at home for the weekend.